Welcome to investigating an individual job stream's run details in AAI. While high-level dashboards and tabular grids are exceptional for locating systemic processing fires across your enterprise, true root cause analysis requires you to isolate a singular workflow execution. The Run Details tab on the Jobstream Details page provides this capability, letting you zoom into the granular mechanics of a single Jobstream run. Through this workspace, operators can instantly pinpoint execution delays, predict impending deadline breaches, and perform deep-dive logic audits across three distinct analytical lenses. The Actual View anchors live tracking data directly to the absolute wall clock for real-time operational oversight. The Relative to SLA View normalizes historical timelines around a standardized baseline for objective compliance benchmarking. The SLA Graph View leans on long-term statistical scatterplots to separate temporary processing spikes from systematic performance trends. In this unified lesson, we will follow Chris as she navigates these three analytical perspectives to uncover a glaring duration anomaly inside our critical processing core. By the end of the video, you will learn how to master the split-pane layout of the Run Details workspace and adjust state parameters to isolate crucial data windows. Understand execution bar properties, custom border rules, status color changes, and deadline flags to immediately assess SLA health. Shift seamlessly between the Actual View for real-time monitoring, Relative to SLA View for compliance benchmarking, and SLA Graph View for long-term statistical trends. Filter out non-contributing delays, like system or resource waits, using the column menu to identify and drill down into localized operational latency. When we last saw Chris in the timeline and grid view lessons, she had uncovered a systemic duration bloat within the SLA hourly job stream. By tracking a 7-day historical trend, she proved that the job stream's processing time was steadily degrading, yet hiding just under the radar because it hadn't officially breached its SLA. To understand the exact nature of these degrading runs, Chris focuses on the Jobstream Run Details page of the Swift EMEA hourly job stream. Instead of looking at individual job dependencies, she is here to analyze high-level execution behavior over time. Her plan is to leverage the Actual View. She can pinpoint the true timeline shifts of specific runs. Then, by cross-referencing the SLA graph and the Relative to SLA graph, Chris can visually measure the exact rate at which her operational safety margin is eroding against hard business deadlines. We rejoin Chris at Apex 10. Right now, her eyes are locked on the grid view of a late-running cycle of the Swift EMEA hourly job stream. To inspect its run details, she simply clicks the Jobstream name. The interface immediately updates, loading a comprehensive multi-pane execution dashboard that maps all past, ongoing, and forecasted runs for a singular job stream within your selected time window. AAI provides three distinct views for analyzing Jobstream data: the Actual View, the Relative to SLA View, and the SLA Graph View. By leveraging these three views together, Chris can systematically isolate performance patterns and pinpoint the exact runs requiring deeper troubleshooting. By default, AAI applies a 48-hour rolling window that captures the entire spectrum of runs: past, present, future, successful, and delayed. While the standard filter icon is always available to narrow down the dataset, Chris leaves the configurations wide open. This establishes a complete baseline, allowing her to closely examine the operational delays actively impacting the most recent execution cycles. The Actual View utilizes a synchronized split-pane layout designed for clarity. On the left, you have the tabular runs list. On the right, the timeline chart mapped to a standard clock time x-axis. A vertical timeline marker indicates the current point in time across the entire schedule. To maximize her visibility, Chris adjusts the central pane divider to expand the run column view. Looking closely at the left pane, she reviews the detailed execution statistics of each run in this job stream. Notice that each start time entry functions as a live hyperlink. Clicking it will immediately open a dedicated Gantt chart view for that specific run. You'll also spot a clock icon next to predicted times. If a run displays a clock icon next to its end time but not its start time, it tells you the run is currently ongoing and that end time is a real-time prediction. This pane also provides crucial run metrics, including duration, SLA margins, and triggered alerts. The start by column will also populate here only if it was defined during the Jobstream's initial configuration. Moving over to the right pane, Chris monitors the execution bars using standard system legend and border conventions. Solid borders designate completed runs, while dotted line borders represent forecasted executions. For active, ongoing runs, AAI combines both styles. A bold, solid border visualizes the duration already executed, while a dotted line extends forward to show the remaining predicted runtime. The bar colors instantly tell you the final or predicted SLA status. Green means early or on time, red indicates a breach, and orange or gold represents runs categorized as not predicted to finish or unknown. Next, she evaluates the visual flags. The purple flag marks the absolute SLA deadline. If a run finishes before this purple flag, the remaining empty space represents a positive SLA margin, your safety buffer. For late or breached runs, the SLA deadline bisects the bar, and the segment extending to the right of the flag visually quantifies the total or projected overrun. Note, sometimes a green flag appears at the beginning of the execution bar. It represents the defined start by time. This is only indicated if start by time was defined at the time of Jobstream configuration. If an execution bar begins after this flag, the kickoff was delayed. You can also hover over a bar to view the exact metrics within the tooltip. In reviewing the timeline, Chris noted that the Jobstream runs are actually starting exactly on time. Furthermore, she notes that future forecasted runs display significantly shorter execution bars compared to historical runs. Chris deduces that the delay may then be driven by internal lag consuming the SLA buffer. This prompts her to investigate exactly how AAI is predicting this sharp reduction in duration.
The relative to SLA View maintains the split-pane layout but shifts the chronological framework. Instead of standard clock time, the timeline centers the SLA deadline as a fixed 0-point flag. The chart header is structured into two levels. The top row tracks days, and the row below specifies SLA variance in hours or minutes. This allows Chris to see exactly how completion times align relative to the deadline, with early values appearing to the left of the flag and negative buffers or lateness appearing to the right. Chris now zooms into the right pane of the relative to SLA view to validate her findings. The visual contrast here immediately confirms her earlier analysis. The durations of the active and historical runs are nearly identical, showing a variance of less than 2 minutes. This proves that the current run isn't actually experiencing a sudden, unexpected slowdown. Its execution length is completely consistent with past cycles, resulting in a negligible change in the SLA margin. The real anomaly lies entirely in the timeline's forecast. AAI predicts that upcoming runs will be roughly 40% shorter, allowing the future SLA margin to expand by nearly 17 minutes. Because current and historical runs are maintaining their standard longer run times, the performance gap between today's cycle and these optimized future runs looks massive. This stark contrast drives Chris to her next critical question. Why is AAI predicting such a drastic, sudden drop in future execution times? Stepping back from individual runtime comparisons to get an aggregate, high-level look at performance trends over time, Chris navigates to the SLA Graph View. This view features a synchronized dual layout, pairing the SLA chart for visual trend mapping with the statistical table below for hard metrics.
On the SLA chart, the x-axis tracks the start date and time, while the y-axis presents the Jobstream runtime duration. Click and drag the timeline handles to zoom in or out. Use this to select a custom asymmetric time window within your filtered data. For job streams with a defined execution window, such as a mandatory 2-hour completion limit, the vertical axis tracks elapsed duration, with each run plotted as a single data point. Blue dots below the threshold line indicate healthy runs, while red dots above the line represent duration breaches. Chris hovers over the next predicted point to trigger the tooltip for its exact metrics. By clicking directly on the data point, AAI launches the Gantt view for that specific run, allowing her to immediately isolate the exact job causing the graph outlier. Chris then reviews the table of Jobstream runs below the chart. The table of Jobstream lists the completed, currently running, and predicted runs for the Jobstream within the filtered date range and run statuses. In addition to the columns we saw in the actual and SLA graphs, AAI records here not just the overall delay, but breaks it into possible delays such as start to running, finish to start to start, system delay, design, and operational delay. Chris scrolls part the details of forecasted delays and focuses on the info for active and historical runs. She identifies a major discrepancy by comparing the SLA margin and overall delay columns. While the margin column indicates the job stream is either early or late, the overall delay column calculates a delay close to 100%. This confirms that the job stream runs are taking double their expected runtime, meaning their poor performance was previously masked by a generous SLA margin buffer. To determine the underlying cause, Chris evaluates AAI's distinct delay tracking metrics. She notes that start to start, resource wait, and design delay columns register zero latency. To streamline her workspace and isolate the issue, she opens the column menu and removes these irrelevant metrics. With the noise eliminated, Chris locates the smoking gun. While columns such as start to running, finish to start have recorded certain delays, the majority of the latency is heavily concentrated within the operational delay column. These metrics also align precisely with the overall delay metrics. This confirms that operational delays are the primary factor preventing efficient execution. Chris clicks Export to save this data for team distribution. To keep the broader operations team aligned, she flags the structural operational lag in a quick status update, attaching her findings. With the initial triage completed and the team alerted, she prepares for the final step, drilling into a single execution's Gantt chart to locate the exact operational bottleneck. To wrap up our configuration overview, let's review a quick reference guide on when to leverage each analytical lens based on your specific operational scenario. First up is the actual view. Think of this as your real-time tactical dashboard. You'll want to use it during live shift operations for active monitoring, immediate firefighting, and evaluating live performance anomalies as they happen. When you're in the weeds of a shift, this view answers the critical questions. Is tonight's run on track for our SLA? Which specific child is bottlenecking right now? And what is our live simulated margin? Next, we have the relative view, which is your go-to for compliance benchmarking. Leverage this lens when you need to audit historic trend shifts and evaluate buffers across variable start hours. Instead of getting distracted by daily fluctuations, it helps you answer, is the safety buffer steadily shrinking? And, if we strip away those start time anomalies, is execution creep structurally occurring? Finally, we have the SLA graph. This is designed for macro performance audits. You'll use this lens when conducting statistical deep dives or gathering the concrete data required for engineering escalations. It lifts you out of the day-to-day to answer the big-picture questions. Is this a one-time environmental spike, or are we looking at a long-term trajectory anomaly? And, fundamentally, what does our 30-day statistical mean? By matching your current operational challenge to the right lens, you ensure you're always looking at the right data to drive the right action. In summary, by following Chris's investigation in this module, you have learned how to navigate the split-pane architecture of the Run Details workspace and narrow your date parameters to isolate crucial data windows. Interpret execution bar properties, custom border rules, status color changes, and deadline flags to immediately assess SLA health. Shift seamlessly between the actual, relative to SLA, and SLA graph views to transition your troubleshooting from real-time fires to long-term compliance audits. Isolate systemic performance bottlenecks by filtering out non-contributing delays and drilling down directly into localized operational latency. With these analytical workflows added to your toolkit, you are now fully equipped to proactively monitor, analyze, and optimize your enterprise Jobstream lifecycles in AAI. In our next session, we will dive into the Gantt view to focus on a single execution to explore this operational delay. Thank you for watching.